diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Making side adjustments here. The give to the left side. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes the easy one to the back. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Clement. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Morton. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Armour. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Using his feet. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Going right to work up top. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Breaks into the open. They get it out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Well, it's a 2nd catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season.
Oh, out of space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Throwing right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and look for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Makes the grab. It's Clement. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over it. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Makes the catch. It's Little. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Morton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring...
Ball's in the deep ball.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hurley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Steps away to find some room. Quickly to the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Throws to the tight end. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown Volunteers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down, still moving. Racing down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Motion from the back. Quarterback may change this route. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down.
There he goes. Running into the open space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Vols! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
From midfield, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Working that left side. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And the Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. He's loose. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tennessee! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Finds his big tight end. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Out of bounds at the 42. 1st down for the offense.
Can it be?
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Complete to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
With the catch, it's Clement. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, set.
Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Dances away. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
1st and 10.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the 30. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 10 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything changes.
And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Number 14, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun. He uncorks one deep. Snags it inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
South Carolina, 38.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now, over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Just keeps swinging it. Gets it out quickly. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And first down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snagged out of the air. Trying to get it in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
Sweet cut there.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't